morning.
Morning.
My name is André Sayegh. I'm the proud mayor of the historic City of Paterson. And we are standing on history. To my right is historic Hinchliffe Stadium, one of only two stadiums still standing in the United States of America that hosted Negro League games. The other is in Birmingham, Alabama. So when African Americans were denied the right to play with their white counterparts in Major League Baseball, they played here in Paterson at Hinchliffe Stadium. Unfortunately, it was condemned in 1997 and closed for 26 years, but triumphantly with the City Council and other community stakeholders, we reopened Hinchliffe Stadium last May with Whoopi Goldberg in attendance. She did a performance from Sister Act. You missed it. Nevertheless, this museum, one of only two Negro League baseball museums in the country, tells the story of the stadium, tells the story of the city, and the role that we played in integrating America. But today, it's about data and how we can improve our operations here in the city of Paterson. We're very fond of former Mayor Michael Bloomberg. As a matter of fact, he has an avuncular effect on us. That's why we affectionately refer to him as Uncle Mike. And what we often say in the city is that in God we trust, everyone else bring the data. I was a proud participant in the second cohort of the Bloomberg Harvard City Leadership Alliance. The first cohort in 2017 had a current department secretary, Pete Buttigieg from Transportation, when he was the mayor of South Bend. In my class, we had the mayor of Atlanta, Seattle, Miami, and then we had mayors from Indonesia, South Africa, and all over the world, and Paterson was on the map. And as a result of my participation, I was asked by a local philanthropic organization, the Taub Foundation, what were some of the takeaways? Well, I said, Paterson, unlike cities that are smaller than us that participated, like Albany, the capital of New York, and Syracuse, Paterson does not have a chief innovation officer, nor do we have a chief data officer. And as a result of my participation in the Harvard Bloomberg City Leadership Initiative, we got both. And one of them is here, our chief innovation officer, who was instrumental in Paterson winning the Bloomberg Philanthropies Global Mayor's Challenge. 631 cities applied for this opportunity, 15 were selected. We are one of the 15 because this man's vision. And our winning program is called Real Fix, where we're really saving lives. Almost 400 people to date have gotten treatment for their drug addiction as a result of this program. And data. Data helped us with our chief data officer during the pandemic save people's lives because we were basing decisions on when to close and when to open non-essential businesses based on a dashboard created by our chief data officer that was updated on a daily basis. We were monitoring certain metrics such as hospitalization rates, infection rates, death rates, and as a result, data led Paterson to the point where we led the state of New Jersey in vaccinations. And so we know that data is a powerful tool that can be used to improve people's lives and in the instance of the pandemic, save people's lives. So I want you to send a message to Uncle Mike that his nieces and nephews here in the city of Paterson are benefiting and that our government operations will be more effective and efficient as a result of participating in the City Data Alliance. At this time, it is with profound pride that I introduce to you the Senior Director of Strategy and Partnerships from Bloomberg Philanthropies Government Excellence Center, Latricia Boone.
Thank you so much, Mayor. It is truly a pleasure to be here in your hometown of Paterson. I remember meeting you at our convening in June or July, and you had all this energy, and I loved it, and I really thought to myself, this mayor is going to do great and wonderful things as a part of this program. So it is truly a pleasure to be here today to launch and kick this off with you. As the mayor said, I'm Latricia Boone with the Bloomberg Center for Government Excellence, and we are just excited. We have a team of folks here in Paterson today to kick off what the mayor just talked about, the opportunity to work together as a part of the Bloomberg Philanthropies City Data Alliance, where you all are part of cohort 3. We get to work with mayors across the world, really, I would say, in North, South, and Central America, across the United States, and now in the Caribbean, where we're working with mayors and their teams to think about how you use data more creatively, more effectively, for better outcomes for both residents, for your citizens, and to be able to offer more innovative opportunities for those in your community. So we are really excited about the work that we're going to get to do here together with you and your team, and we just believe it's an honor to work with a city like Paterson to move this work forward together. So I just want to thank you for this opportunity. We are looking forward to kicking off, and more than anything, we're looking forward to 9 months from now, being able to say all the work that we've done together to carry that beyond the 9-month term that we're going to get to work together. Thank you so much, Mayor.
Thank you. I heard Patricia, this is 9 months, so essentially you could say Patterson's pregnant. And we are going to birth a data child. Yes. Yes, we will. And Latricia, I just want to reflect on when I met you. Yes, it was over a month ago. In fact, it was late June. And I had to be here at Hinchliffe Stadium because we had graduation ceremonies. But it was our next speaker who was adamant and said, no, Mayor, you have to participate in this program. The city will be better for it. And I said, well, make a compelling case as to why. Why should I go? And she says, look, the objective of our participation is to go from being paper-based to paperless. So you increase transparency, accountability, and quite frankly, efficiency, and maybe save some trees along the way, right, Chief Alisea? That's our fire chief, Alex Alisea. And so she convinced me to go down, and it wasn't like a tough sell, because she said I can go to a Baltimore Orioles game at Camden Yards. And if they won, they would supplant the Yankees for first place, but I don't want to delve too deeply in that, right, Brian? And they did win, and I ate a crab cake, and then we did a deep dive into data. But I want to just take this time to express my appreciation for our next speaker. Because, again, we're benefiting by Uncle Mike being here in Paterson and Bloomberg Philanthropies investing in us. She comes to us not only by way of Bloomberg Philanthropies, but by Harvard University. Last year, this young lady graduated with her master's degree from the prestigious school, the Kennedy School of Government at Harvard. And so for 2 years, Michael Bloomberg pays this young lady's salary to work with us to improve operations in the city of Paterson. There are not many cities in the world that they could say that have a Harvard graduate, master's degree, working for free to help us improve people's lives and governmental functions. So at this time, please put your hands together for our Harvard fellow, Ana Rocio Castillo.
Thank you, Mayor. First of all, I want to thank the Mayor, the head departments, and their representatives for their support and participation in this initiative. We are going to work together to make sure that this time is very well invested.
Yeah.
Paterson is the only city from New Jersey that was selected for this 3rd City Data Alliance cohort. And this is an opportunity for everyone to work together and to build a very strong foundation about leveraging data tailored to the unique context of Paterson. That was exactly the start point of this project that we want to work in, which is going paperless. This will allow us to streamline processes, track information, and serve our constituents in a more effective way. So we have very high expectations for this program. I am really grateful for the commitment of everyone here. So let's start working together. Thank you very much.
You see, she's a woman of few words, but a woman of action. We really appreciate her. And I'm not sure if people know, we affectionately refer to as Harvard. No one knows her real name, actually. It's the first time I've said her name in public. And quite frankly, when we have cabinet meetings, she's very vocal, and it's not an official cabinet meeting unless Harvard says something into the record. Is that correct? Yes, just to update us. Also, I want to take time to just acknowledge department heads. We have our Director of Health and Human Services, Joel D. Ramirez. Let's give him a round of applause. The aforementioned Chief Innovation Officer, Edward Bosey. Our Director of the Department of Public Works, Billy Rodriguez. And I did acknowledge our Fire Chief earlier. At this time, I want to call forward the leader of the governing body, our President of the Municipal Council, Alex Mendez.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you. Good morning. This is definitely the appropriate time to say thank you to Uncle Bloomberg and the Bloomberg Philanthropies for the outstanding resources that he investing into the great city of Paterson. It is a true pleasure to work with Anna Rocio and see her talking about numbers. And data is so important in our city because it's definitely helped us to provide better service to our community, Mayor. And it definitely helped us to identify the need of our resident in the community, so we feel blessed and happy to have the Bloomberg Foundation supporting the great city of Paterson. Thank you so very much, Mayor. Thank you.
And we'll be collecting data, or data I should say, based on how many parks we've improved, and we've invested over $100 million, and how many roads we'll be resurfacing. I do want to also acknowledge our coach, because we're going to need one, Diana Estrada. Thank you. And her boyfriend Jess is here. I have offered to officiate their wedding at the Falls for free. We've also been joined by our Director of Strategic Partnerships and Initiatives, Deborah Bravo, and our Director of Economic Development, Tiffany Delaney. And last but certainly not least, my better half, the beauty and brains behind the operation, my wife and First Lady of the City of Paterson, Farhana Sayegh. Thank you. So ladies and gentlemen, you heard, we got to roll up our sleeves and get to work, and that's exactly what we're doing. Paterson is going paperless, thanks to the City Data Alliance through Michael Bloomberg's Philanthropies and the Center on Government Excellence. Thank you, at Johns Hopkins.